Hello there, it's been a while, good to see you. Anyway, I'm making this video because Backpack finally announced the 1.0, which is the full release for the game. With it came a little trailer, new classes, a bunch of reveals, so I decided to check it out, and I might make... I don't want to say it or put anything in stone, but I might make a return and try and play the game a bit again and maybe upload some videos here and there. So that is something to potentially look forward to. Don't get your hopes up too high. It will be dependent on if I have time, but I'm excited to give this a go again and maybe get the channel back up and running. But we will see. First, let's take a look at everything that is new and that hopefully is going to shake up the game. With 1.0, I think they're also going to release mobile, but let me double check. Okay, they have info on Steam. I'll check it after the video. But first, let's see what this is about. So 2 new classes. We're getting Mage. Mage seems exciting. I already pre-watched the video, but you can create spells. So we see like books and stuff, 2 of the existing ones already, and then a bunch of new ones. So I feel like with Pyro, this is gonna synergize pretty well. Maybe book gets reworked a bit, I don't know. But the spells are combining into like a flower and a sword. I'm not exactly sure what the flavor is. Also, I'm looking at the game a bit differently now because for those of you who haven't been in the loop, I've been making my own game. That's the reason why I've not been uploading or streaming or doing anything. All my time right now is going into making a game myself. So I kind of am seeing games in a different light, like from a different perspective. But yeah, so you can craft items with scrolls. We also see this little guy here. And this butterfly weapon, I assume. And this looks really sick. So chess, I think it's an entire build. It seems hard to put other things in your backpack when you play chess because over time it's like deck of cards where it flips over card after card. Here, over time as it elapses, the pieces move, I assume according to how the pieces normally move. Like the knight can jump like a knight does, the rook can only go straight, but the pawn takes here. Oh, you get a bunch of buffs from the hats. Then, what happened there? Let me do slow speed. But this seems exciting because it's puzzling within puzzling. Like, the cool thing about Backpack that I always liked as an auto peddler is you have to puzzle your bag, like your bag space, your board space, and try and fit items in there and have them connect with each other. Now, also, you need to, within the puzzle that you're building with your bags, puzzle chess pieces, the way they interact with each other and the way they're gonna play out. So I think this is pretty cool. There's a lot of empty space. I think this is gonna be hard to make work. It has to be really strong, but this is probably one of the first builds I do want to try. The sound is really bad when slowing down. I'll just put it back to normal speed. We just see a piece moving here to the right, then being taken, then the bishop takes, then the pawn takes, then the queen takes, and it just, okay, so that's been applying buffs. And also we see, wait, this is a dice? There's more bags. So right now we only have like 3 normal bags and the starting bags as well, like stamina, the normal 2x2, a speed bag. Then there is the bags that you can get from opening the chests. From Gooper you can create a backpack crate with the leather armor. Anyway, we're getting a bunch more, I think they're just offer up in the shop that are for every class. And they're like Tetris pieces, and this like makes a lot of sense. This might make the game easier though, because now we will have more bags to like make things fit better together. But seems like all of them will have their own different effects attached to them. This one has like speed, maybe this one seems like it will help with regen. This is some poison stuff, blind stuff, I don't know, debuffs. And then Adventurer is the last class. Now this class identity, I don't fully understand. I think it's just a mix of things. Like, I think they did spoil this as well in this Discord at some point. But basically, mixed classes. I don't know what this means. I'm blocking it, but because most classes can already mix. There's already items in the game that make it easy for you to get different class items. Also, are those 2 eyes in the bag? Is that a backpack with like a face? But this is cool. So there's an item on Adventure where you just combine stuff, if that makes sense. I don't know exactly what it is, like it's called Twine, but it allows you to combine weapons and stuff together that normally isn't combinable, I guess. So just create new recipes. And that's a sick looking weapon. I definitely want to try that. There's like 2 spears. Ah, that's the phase bag. So it just gives random items. This just reminds me of Pyromancer, the 2x2 that gives random items, like eat stuff inside of it. Yeah, I don't know. This class seems like a bit of a jumble of things, but seems really fun because every playthrough should play very different, right? You're gonna have random items, you're gonna have a bunch of combines. The only issue is I think it's gonna be bad because it's random items. They don't necessarily interact with each other. Maybe you get more economy, maybe you get like good combines with the Twine, but it doesn't seem like you have a real identity, like something like a build that you can go for, while the other classes clearly have like directions that you can go into and items that you can fit more reliably, things like that. Ah yeah, so other classes also get new items. The game is gonna have a shitload of items. Forcing will be harder. Is that a new greatsword? Bro, I wanna play it. And a lot of like pets and animals and stuff. So it's coming June 13th. I'm not home at that day, so I won't be able to stream the full release. But probably 1 or 2 days after, I'll be able to give it a fair shot. So very exciting. I am looking forward to it. There's even a guitar here. Oh Lord. But let's read on the other updates that are gonna come with this patch. It's like I don't get to zoom in. But basically, maybe I can do it post-editing. You guys will get to see a better version. So 2 new characters. We'll leave some surprises open for when you actually play it, but some details. So Mage is a bit more complex than previous classes. I love that, with a focus on interesting patterns and buff management. Feel like even more puzzling, you can choose the puzzle box to place Tetrimino. Okay, so the Thatcher's bags are only for Mage. They have a ton of cool magey stuff like wand spell scrolls. Okay, Mage definitely seems like my kind of class. I like the bit of extra puzzling challenge, I guess. The adventure is themed around variety and variance. Also, I don't really know why chess is given to Mage though. I guess they want Mage to be more complex, which is why they did it, but sure. So adventure is more variety and variance. Her main loadout, the Bag of Giving, works like combining a rainbow badge and present. It lets you access the other class items and generate them randomly. There is, of course, a more tame alternative with a loadout, which focuses on more tying neutral items together. Oh, okay, so that you can only do that with the other loadout, I guess. Adventure, yeah, seems like it's also, like, both classes seem like the most fun classes out of all 6, because the others just have, like, a set gameplay style. Ranger is just, like, high damage and crit and stuff like that. And some, you know, healing and Bloodthorn and things like that. Then you have Pyro, which is just about speed most of the time. You have the Witch Lady. I forgot her, dude. I haven't played it so long. You have Poison and debuffs and Blind. That's her main characteristic, or like the main way that you play her and build. And then you have Berserker, which I guess is like the most nuanced, where you have a bunch of different ways to play still, but a lot of upgrading, a bunch of weapon stuff. Mainly things like that. And then you have now a full random class, which will be fun, hard to play. I don't know how good. And Mage, which seems really fun as well because it's more complex, has more like puzzling elements to it. But also we don't know yet how good, right? They both will have a full set of 5 subclasses, class-specific skills, and a nice set of class items. There will also be a lot of quality of life improvement and polish. Okay, even more. Like, I think Backpack is mainly, to me, known for all of its features. Like, when the combat system, if you compare it to any other auto battler, you have so many like ways to interact with it, so many details that you can mess with, the speed, the stats, It's wild. Like, Backpack Battles is probably one of the best jobs to give you as much information and as cleanly as possible. Also, the inventory management, you can like pick up multiple items, rotate them, you can go back as many steps as you want. It gives you the most freedom, the most controls, right? It can be pretty overwhelming, especially as a new player, I can imagine. Even for me, I keep forgetting that I can like go back with Control Z or rotate full bags and things like that. So I wonder what more quality of life features they will add. I feel like they just come up with ideas and keep putting it in the game, but I feel like at some point they'll hit a critical mass. I feel like they already are past it, so it is what it is. They have sold 1 million copies. Jesus Christ, that is a lot of money. It doesn't say anything about mobile, so I know that early on they said with the full release 1.0 they will probably put out mobile. I don't see anything about that in here. Maybe they will talk about that later. Maybe they stepped away from the idea. I know there's a lot of like mobile clones that are fake. Maybe that's why they don't feel like, I don't know, that doesn't make too much sense to me. But yeah, I don't know, I haven't really kept up with the other patches. Maybe on here there is like info about mobile coming. This is also, yes, achievements will come in the 1.0 release. We're not quite ready to announce anything further. So there are also gonna be achievements. So there's other things coming here that they have announced before, but that I missed. So feel free to leave them in the comments. You want to increase the price in tandem with 1.0. Because of Steam's rules, you have to do this well in advance. Okay, so they are like increasing the price as well. Okay, and that's it so far. Now, finally, I want to quickly show the game that I've been working on, like the reason why I have been gone. And why I'll probably still be busy for a while. So there is an auto battler also made in Godot, which is the same as Backpack Battles. It kind of inspired me to try my own. I'm not gonna spoil too much. I think I want to do a devlog at some point once the game is in a more playable state, so I will be able to show like how the progress is going, how the game development is going. I'll be doing that on the other channel. It's been 3-1 because that's the channel I post more stuff like this, more random stuff. This is just the backpack channel, so make sure to check that out. But basically it's an auto battler combined with a city bowler. The art is just me drawing in paint. It's really bad. I actually don't know if I even should be showing this. But you have encounters you go to, weapons you can pick up and find, and then you just place them on your little island, and you're gonna have houses and all these things, and then you find an opponent, like this guy for example, and then you start fighting. And right now there's no visuals yet, no sounds yet, it's all looking very bare minimum, but it gives an idea of the concept that I'm working on and that I am trying to bring to life. So as soon as it's more presentable and the game actually plays better and it looks like a game, I'll start doing devlogs for this. So hope you guys are excited for that. That's it. Have a good day, and maybe I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks when Backpack releases.